Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Morning Meditations with Josh and Friends. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about prayer and meditation. Next week we're going to be getting into a series about practical divinity or practice-based Christianity. Kyle and I have some really interesting things planned for you guys to open up our minds a little bit. But today I want to share with you a reflection from Thomas Merton, who was a contemplative. He was a Catholic priest, but he was also a monastic, so he lived in a monastery, and he was sort of a deep thinker and contemplator. And this is what he writes of meditation. He says, meditation is almost all contained in this one idea, the idea of awakening our interior self and attuning ourselves inwardly to the Holy Spirit, so that we will be able to respond to His grace. In mental prayer, over the years, we must allow our interior perceptivity to be refined and purified. We must attune ourselves to unexpected movements of grace, which do not fit our own preconceived ideas of the spiritual life at all, and which in no way flatter our own ambitious aspirations. We must be ready to cooperate not only with graces that console, but with graces that humiliate us, not only with lights that exalt us, but with lights that blast our self-complacency. Much of our coldness and dryness in prayer may well be a kind of unconscious defense against grace. Without realizing it, we allow our nature to desensitize our souls so that we cannot perceive graces which we intuitively foresee may prove to be painful. Meditation is then always to be associated in practice with abandonment to the will and the action of God. It goes hand in hand with self-renunciation and with obedience to the Holy Spirit. Meditation that does not seek to bring our whole being into conformity with God's will must naturally remain sterile and abstract. But any sincere interior prayer that really seeks this one all-important end, our conformity to God's will in our regard, cannot fail to be rewarded by grace. It will prove, without question, to be one of the most sanctifying forces in our lives. And Saint Teresa of Avila believed that no one who was faithful to the practice of meditation could possibly lose their soul. Friends, I have a selfish request this morning. My dear friend, who is like a brother to me, I've known him since we were 8 years old, is in the intensive care unit in the Tucson, Arizona VA hospital. His name is Dieter Schiermacher. We grew up together, we served together in the Marine Corps, and he's not doing so well, and so I would just ask you kindly for your prayers for him this morning, and to consider the depth and breadth of connection that we have with God and with each other and with creation through prayer and meditation. I love you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.